Okay, I've been ready to talk about this for months. Hello everybody, happy Monday. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I'm Dylan and welcome to another very special episode of Monday Masters. And I am turned all the way up today, super excited because, oh my God, you guys have been in the DMs going, guys, what's going on with Gelips? Where did the Gelips go? Why are they not really that available on the website? What is happening? Are you guys discontinuing them? What's going on? And I've had to sit here and be like, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. And now you're about to not have to worry. We're dropping the new Gelips formula. And we're announcing the drop of the new Super Gelip wand. Okay, everybody stay calm. I'm gonna walk you through it. Don't get too crazy now. It's coming very, very soon, and we're gonna talk all about it today. Let's get started. So story time. Back last year in September, we were at Premier San Antonio, and we actually had the new Gelip formulas available for sale, and a lot of people got really excited. Hillary did a certification class and used the new Gelips, and a lot of people were stoked. They couldn't wait to get their hands on it. It was amazing. It was available for sale at the show, not online, and we were saying October. It was going to be available in October. Stay calm. You're going to be able to order them really soon. And then Miss CEO Coco said, hold up, wait a minute. They're not perfect enough yet. So we pulled it back, and while we were waiting for the new formulation, while we were kind of redesigning things and talking things over and reformulating stuff, the old Gelip system was on sale. So they were being discontinued, so they were being slowly phased out as time went on. Now, a lot of you guys have noticed in the past month or so, the stock has been very sparse. And there is a reason for that, because we've had the new ones coming in. We've been saying, hold on, they're coming, just give us a second. It's almost there, they're almost perfect, and now they are. And while CEO Coco was at it, she looked at the Gelip bond base and said, hey, why don't we make that better too? And she created this new formula of Gelip, Super Gelip Bond. And I am stoked to tell you guys about this one too. Okay, let's reel it in. Let's look at the box of Gelips and really break down what's new and exciting about these ones here. So first of all, you'll notice same gray box, but the stickers are now black on this side, and they are black on this side as well, and they've got a little gold F here. That is how you're gonna know if you have old stock of your Gelips. These stickers are white, so you're gonna know that these are your new formula boxes. And it's still all the fantastic individually sized compartments, so you can open one at a time, which is really nice, so you don't spill an entire box of tips out on your desk like we've all done before. We've still got sizes 0 through 9 here, but also now we have released a 00 size for inclusive sizing. We have extra wide thumb ones because we know that the struggle is real sometimes. Some people have some big thumbs, myself included, and we want everybody to be able to have beautiful enhancements. So the actual formula of the plastic that these tips are made out of has been reformulated. You guys may have heard us talk about in the past the fact that these are an ABS plastic that have a very specific rubber content in them that is designed to marry with gel beautifully. Now what they've done is they have made an even lighter, more flexible version of this particular type of plastic to make these tips out of, so they feel lighter, they're more springy, they're more bouncy. You can almost barely feel them when you apply them to the nail. I have done a couple of enhancements with these, and the clients that have even had Gelips in the past can tell a difference in how light and natural feeling these ones are. This is not your mama's ABS plastic. When you touch them and you feel them and you bend them between your fingers, you will see the difference. These tips have also been made a little bit thinner at the cuticle side and a little bit thicker at the tip of them, which makes them easier to shape and blend before you apply your overlay on top of them. I was actually able to apply a couple of these tips onto a client, and out of curiosity, I just took a sponge core file and used that to blend the cuticle side away, because typically I will apply the tips away from the cuticle and then use my E-file with either a sanding band or a a carbide bit, and use that to kind of blend that area away. But I was actually able to file these by hand to blend them into the natural nail at the cuticle area without any extra effort, any extra time wasted. I was so impressed, and I felt even more comfortable because I wasn't doing anything to compromise the integrity of my client's natural nail. Huge fan. So analyzing the anatomy of this tip, you can see that there is still that pre-etched underside where you would be applying your bond base, your gel underneath to apply it to the natural nail, which is great because that still saves us a lot of time. But you may actually be able to see as well, the numbers have been placed inside the pre-etched area instead of where we had them before at the tip of the nail, so that when you apply the gel underneath and you apply them to the nail, the number completely disappears and you're left with a crystal clear tip. And I always said in the past, even with the original formula, if you need to squish these and give them a little bit of pinch, if you have a client that has a very pronounced barrel to their nail, you can pinch these and give them a little bit of that barrel so that it mimics the shape of the natural nail and it will apply more easily. You can also adversely take it and set it on your table and press down and kind of flatten the tip as well if your client has a very flat nail bed. This is even more true with this new formulation because they are so light and so springy. They take that form so easily and it really makes application a breeze. They've also gone the extra mile and added 2 new shape options for you guys to shop. So now you can actually purchase the square short and the coffin short for those girlies that have those short nail needs. I do not have them yet. I know that they are on their way to me and I cannot wait to play with them. Okay, that's all the fun stuff about the tips that I've got for you so far. Let's talk about Super Gelip Bond. So up until now, we have had the Gelip Bond Base, which is an amazing product used for applying the gelip tips onto the natural nail. This is a little bit harder than the Make a Stick base, just a touch, and it cures a little bit faster as well, which prevents a lot of bubbles and shifting while you are curing those tips onto the nail to make sure they're staying straight and prevent lifting in the future. This stuff is great. It's a lower viscosity gel. It was also really popular for people with shorter nails or shorter enhancements to use this as their overlay product. But we are moving on to bigger and better things. So when I first got this bottle of Super Gelip Bond, I opened it and I was like, wow, that's thick. Like, what's going on? This is crazy. And then I actually put it into practice and I tried applying a tip with this viscosity of gel. And oh my gosh, it made life so much easier. So with the Gelip Bond base, I would usually instruct people to apply a very thin layer of the Gelip Bond base to the etched underside and then apply a little bit of a well of gel, kind of like that with your brush, to have a little bit of wealth of liquid gel here so that when you apply the tip, that gel will spread over the surface of the nail. Now, I found with the Super Gelip Bond, I don't have to do that. All I have to do is paint a nice layer over the entire surface of the etched area of the nail here. And when you apply it, because it's a little bit thicker, that volume of that Super Gelip Bond really spreads perfectly. It's very, very easy to have a very nice amount of gel with this. I don't have to worry about it flooding too much. Again, because of that thickness, it moves a little bit more slowly. And also because it's a little thicker, it doesn't grip the tip very much, but it just kind of stays in place a little bit better than a more liquidy formula, so that as I'm holding it, it's much less likely to shift or create any air pockets underneath that Gelip. And the Super Gelip Bond, its job is stick. It is all about sticky, super duper adhesive. It is going to eliminate a lot of pop-off issues. A lot of people in the past have had issues with popping off. Once we started using the Gelip Bond base, I didn't have that much of an issue, but this stuff is mad sticky. I did have a client come back after 3 weeks of wearing a couple gelip tips that I applied with this stuff, and they hadn't budged. They absolutely hadn't moved at all. No lifting, no problems whatsoever, and I was so happy to see that. So as I mentioned before as well, with the Gelip Bond base, you could use this to overlay a very short extension, and that would be an acceptable method. Now, we wouldn't really recommend doing any kind of overlays with this product. It's not going to self-level in the same way. It's not going to have the same kind of strength because, like I said, its job is adhesion, adhesion, adhesion. So what I would recommend to you is the Platinum Filler Base to overlay your enhancements. If you are a short to medium kind of length, you could go ahead and use the Nail Files Tinted Builder bases, and that would absolutely be an acceptable method as well. Okay, I feel like a weight is off my shoulders. I'm so excited to be able to tell you guys about these amazing new products, these new gelips. I am absolutely in love. A lot of you guys know that gelips are definitely my preferred way of doing enhancements, and these have just sealed the deal for me. I'm completely obsessed. If you are looking to shop these new products, they are going to be available on February 3rd at 12 a.m. CST. Make sure you check your time zone because it will change depending on where you are. And I hope you guys love them as much as I do. I am just over the moon that we're finally getting these to you guys. As always, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, we have our cute little comment section right below. Feel free to drop your questions in there. We'll do our very best to get back to you as quickly as possible. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic work week. Enjoy it. Come back here for another episode of Monday Masters in 7 days. I will absolutely see you there. Have a good night.